when fractions have different denominators, then we have to get them to the same denominator. There's 3 different scenarios we'll probably encounter. So I could have 1/4 plus 3/5. In this scenario, the smaller denominator does not go into the larger one. 4 can't go into 5. And the number they can both go into is 20, which is just them multiplied by each other. So I'm going to multiply the denominators to the other fraction. I'm going to take the 4 and multiply it by the 3 and the 5. And then take the 5 and multiply it by the 1 and the 4. So that'll give me 5/20 and 12/20. Now that they have the same denominator, I can add the numerators and get 17/20. Another scenario is if the denominators have a common denominator that's different than multiplying them. So let's look at 3/4 and 1/6. So I could multiply the 4 and the 6 to get 24 as the denominator, but 4 and 6 go into 12. So instead, I'm going to get them... Sorry about that. So 4 and 6 can both go into 12, so I'm going to make the denominators of 12. I'm going to multiply the 4 by 3 to get to 12. So that means I multiply the numerator by 3 as well. So 3/4 becomes 9/12. And then for the 1/6, 6 can go into 12 twice. So I multiply the top and bottom by 2 and end up with 2/12. So now they have the same denominator. I'm going to keep the denominator and then add the numerators. So I get 11/12. The third scenario we might see is if the smaller denominator can go into the larger one. So here we have 3, and that is a factor of 9. So I'm going to leave 4/9 alone and then just change the 1/3. So 1/3 can be multiplied by 3 and 3, because 3 times 3 is 9. So we can change 1/3 to 3/9, and then just add the numerators, keep the denominator the same, and we get 7/9.